Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Julie Grant. Let's talk about Britney Spears now, shall we? She's set to appear in court again today. Although the 13-year-long conservatorship was officially terminated back in November, there's still this ongoing legal battle over the financial details of terminating it, and with her father, the finances need to be sorted out. So one of these matters is whether or not Britney Spears should pay for her father, Jamie Spears' legal bills. Apparently, he had an attorney who was representing him who was charging $1,200 an hour. Yes, you heard me right, $1,200 an hour for his attorney. And in some court papers that were filed on Tuesday, Britney's lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, argued that her father and others who were involved in the conservatorship had committed financial misconduct over several years. And among those accusations was a claim that Jamie paid almost $6 million from Britney's estate to a security firm that obtained private phone records for several people who were very close to Britney, including GPS location information. So Jamie, we know, was suspended as the conservator of the estate back in September of last year before a judge officially dissolved the entire conservatorship. And then in some more Britney Spears news, the singer has also filed a cease-and-desist letter, sent a cease-and-desist letter, I should say, to her sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, after a tell-all book containing several misleading claims. This is according to Britney's lawyer. So that book is out, and the two are very angry with each other, seeing some stuff on social media with the back and forth. Let's start talking about Jamie Spears and his legal bills. Who should foot the bill? Let me bring back in my attorney guests on the program, Jack Rice and John Mobley. $1,200 an hour? Jamie Spears was paying this guy, apparently? Like, did he have F. Lee Bailey or Johnny Cochran or somebody representing him? I mean, when I heard that, I'm going, what? Who is charging that? Jack, I'll start with you on this one, please.
All I could think of is I'm in the wrong kind of law.
Yeah. Aren't we all in the wrong jobs? Yeah.
That's right. If I could just go back and start over, it'd be totally different.
Right.
Yeah, you know, what we really know here is there's going to be obligations to pay for certain bills, but there's a question of malfeasance. There's a question of what it was that Jamie Spears was doing and whether or not that actually rose to the level that it actually is something to contest. And I think that's exactly what Britney Spears is arguing right now. And her lawyers are trying to simply say, you're spending money that you should not have been spending, whether it's the $1,200 an hour or whether you're spending money for security tapes or other things that were beyond the scope of your obligations. And if you're wasting money, that's your money. That's your problem. It's not mine. And I think that's really where they're going right now.
Right. John, I know you'll recall back in June when Britney Spears spoke at one of the hearings, and it was so heartbreaking. And we, some of the audio, was leaked, wound up on YouTube and different places. And it was so awful to hear her, saying she wants her dad charged with conservatorship abuse. And tell me, do you think we could see an investigation, I don't know, maybe by the Attorney General's office or someone into these allegations that her lawyer is still raising here and now, saying, look, there was a lot of misconduct financially, and maybe there were some other things that were illegal. Do you think that an investigation could be opened up into Jamie Spears and anybody else working as part of the conservatorship under his direction?
There certainly could be. Every state has charges that would criminalize conduct where you're taking advantage of a vulnerable person. You see that frequently where you have in the everyday cases, the person who has an aging parent or a relative that's ill and you're in charge of their finances, and instead of using that money toward the person, you're using it for your own personal expenses and benefit. And that is a crime in every single state. And there's also conduct that's illegal if you're taking or engaging in conduct that is either physically or emotionally harmful to the vulnerable adult that you're protecting. So that's certainly something that could be the case under these circumstances. With regard to all the money, I think, if I was a judge in this case and I'm looking at his legal fees and these expenses for security personnel, the litmus test to me is whether or not, number one, he's acting in his own interest or the interest of the conservatee, which is Britney in this case. And number two, whether or not some of these other expenses were reasonably necessary based on the circumstances. So I think that's what he's got to address. And I certainly think that, once this information comes out, I would not be surprised if there's some type of criminal investigation, if it's not already underway, quite frankly.
John, appreciate that. Yeah, that's a really good point you just made. It could be going on right now. Law enforcement's always several steps ahead of what they share with the public, and I think that's a really good thing. Jack, I'm going to end with you. We just have about a minute left here, but we know that Britney had her attorney send the cease and desist letter to her sister after the sister writes this tell-all book. They say that it has false grievances. He calls it, false or fantastical grievances that are just wrong. And this is a way of selling books by saying these things that they maintain are untrue and very misleading to the public. Do you think we could see Britney suing her sister, Jamie Lynn, next?
Oh, I suspect that Court TV wants to see that. I suspect that a lot of people just want to see what happens next. Sometimes it feels like the train wreck that's just coming, and we all sit back watching it. Let's face it, there's a lot of things coming right now. We'll see what happens between the Spears sisters.
Yeah, definitely not happy with one another. Britney put a post up on Instagram yesterday, alluding to her disgust with her sister. Lots of drama there with the family, and so sad. But thankfully for Britney Spears, she's in a good place now with that conservatorship being terminated. And again, she'll be in court today for the judge to finalize some of the financial aspects of it. We'll keep you posted on what happens.